Hello, and welcome to the AEIOU Oracle. I do hope you are well. I look a bit... been out in the rain this morning, and my hands have gone really... when you get out of the bath and you get all wrinkly? Yeah, it doesn't feel nice. I've only just noticed and I've come on the call. Come on the live. So I'm doing 7 readings leading up to the 28th of February, the planetary alignment. And I have been asked to do readings on the chakras. So I did the root yesterday, which was really freaking incredible and intense and amazing. So I'm really excited what's going to come out on the sacral. I got very clearly just before I came on the call that there is something. Basically what happened was I came to do the reading and I went straight into a doom scroll. It was like I got completely distracted, and I feel like, because the energy of the sacral, please go and do your own research into the alignment on the 28th and to the sacral, because it will help you understand whether this reading is for you. But the sacral energy is all about creativity and your expression and pleasure and all that kind of stuff. And I just got, there's just something that is like either you're avoiding or you're getting distracted from. So I'm going to start. Thank you all so much for being here. And if you would like to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that kind of lovely stuff, it does massively help to build a circuit between us, and I can give you a more accurate reading. So I'm going to be starting with my deck, which is the AEIOU Oracle, and you can purchase this deck in the description box. So we shall see what comes out. Okay, so we've got ice, which is a thawing of emotions. Thawing of emotions. Is this the distraction? So I'm going to get some of these storyteller cards, the storyteller tarot, because I just absolutely love these. Something has frozen over, and I feel like it has to do with preparing. Ooh, interesting. Preparing for something. A lack of preparation. I feel like you're holding back from something. That's the energy that I'm getting. There's a holding back. There's a holding back of emotions. I'm hearing the word damn. A lack of preparation. A lack of... Sorry, I've just thrown the deck. So something to you that might have seemed like it's frozen over, or I'm just getting that you're not putting any energy to this. 10 of scepters in the reverse. Let me just read that card, because the scepters, I get such like conflicting energy off, and I feel like it's because what I'm getting from that is that there's like a turnaround. There's a turnaround of a situation. Something has completely ended. Something is completely over, and there's like a a revamp of something. Bear with me just a second. I feel like this is going to be a slow starter. There's something that's really slow starting. The energy is going to be really slow to start. So that's the king. I want the 10. Bear with me just a second. I do apologise. When reversed, this card reminds you that shirking your responsibilities or pawning them off on others is no way to deal with your problems. Even if you're taken on too much to handle right now, on the other hand, you may be dealing with issues that you cannot possibly solve because they do not belong to you. Yet you've decided to burden yourself with them anyway. You might be growing ever worried that this period of stress and exhaustion may never end, but rest assured that the worst is almost over, and you will soon find your work will start to pay off again. So there's definitely like a moving forward. What have you burdened yourself with? Let's go back and have a look at this King of Coins, because let's read a little bit deeper into that and see what that comes up with. This is a very slow starting energy. I'm really not getting anything. The cards aren't really giving anything away, if I'm honest. There doesn't seem to be a flow of energy, and I feel like it's coming from this Ice card. Something feels cut off or stopped or stagnant. Knight of Coins. Stop, start, stop, start. The reverse Knight of Coins suggests you might benefit from a greater sense of self-discipline and commitment before you are able to achieve what you are looking for. Routine is very important at this time, and the mundane and boring things in life will actually provide you with a sense of structure that will allow you to pursue the more exciting opportunities with a bit more stability. On the flip side, if you are currently stuck in a grind and that's all you find yourself doing, you might find it has stifled your ability to enjoy adventure and adapt to change. Try stepping outside the box every now and again. Yeah, I feel like there's just this sense of stagnancy. It's almost like you're focused, your creative energy is focused on let's find out what it's focused on. There's a card missed out. Hold on a second. I've put all these cards in the wrong place. They're missing from something. You're putting your energy into the wrong place. That's what it is. You've put your energy into the wrong place. You're focusing on the wrong thing. That's why. You're putting your energy outside of yourself. I love when stuff like that happens in a reading. Everything that happens in a reading is for a reading. That's what's happening. You're focusing your attention and your energy and your creative spark in the wrong place. Interesting. I've not had a reading like this before. This is really interesting. We've got the Wisdom King in reverse, and I've never had this card out. I don't even actually remember seeing it. Wow. I'm going to read the whole of that because I've never seen that card. That's so interesting. I've not had a reading like this before, and yeah, this is really unusual, this kind of reading. With a rope to bind the wicked demons in his left hand and a sword to cut through ignorance in his right, Fudu Mio seeks to convert anger into salvation, as he is the protector of the truly faithful. As a deity in Shingon Buddhism, his angered expression frightens non-believers into following the truth. He sits on a black stone that represents the unwavering peace and joy he bestows to the minds and bodies of the righteous. In front of the holy fire that purifies the minds and burns away material desires. Fudu's fangs point in separate directions, one downward to bestow unlimited compassion to those who are suffering in body and spirit, and one upwards to represent spiritual pursuits and progress towards the truth. His hair is braided to the side, a symbol of his servitude to his sentient beings. So in reverse, it means non-conformity, unconventional approaches, and challenging traditions. Okay. So reverse, the Wisdom King indicates that social customs and traditional familiarities I can't speak, feel suffocating at this moment. It's time to evaluate what's important to you, even if your previously held beliefs and traditions are being called into question. Be true to yourself and recognize when going against the norm might be what your heart really needs right now. So that is really interesting. I love that energy for the reading. Can you see the colors on it as well? The orange and okay, so we're going to keep that in the middle of the reading. This is really interesting reading so far. This is unusual. I'm going to say that. So the route forward is unconventional. An unconventional moving forward. Right, let me just get less than that because that's a bit too many. Interesting. Okay, so we've got the 9 of Hearts. They're just right. Okay, can I have less, please? Let's have some clarity for this reading. Let's get 3 of Scepters. Okay. So we've got some upright energy. So this is the moving forward. I feel like this is pouring back into self. That's what I'm getting from that straight away. Pouring back into self, pouring back into things that make you happy, that fill your cup. Ooh, it also means overseas opportunities, freedom, adventure, and growth. The upright card indicates that the stars are opening up to you. It's time to plan for your future with a bit more conviction. Keep your mind open to better opportunities that are revealing themselves to you, or you may miss out on things that take you out of your comfort zone for the better. Embrace change because staying where you are while comfortable might serve others more than yourself if you're looking for growth. Take control of your own destiny. Now's the time. Wow, this like I'm getting some really weird sensations in my tummy, like yeah, just that's the only way that I can describe it, is just like a really weird sensation. I'm just going to call in some masculine energy so we can get to a start or get to a storyline. So there's a decision that needs to be made. With the 2 of Swords in reverse. And it's a community. I feel like this is a celebration, a coming together, a community that is celebrating with you. Maybe this is about sharing where you are, and I feel like you've got I feel like there's maybe some trapped emotions, trapped thought, maybe like a process that wants to be shared about a decision. There's definitely like a want to celebrate, to enjoy. I'm getting like to enjoy life, to be around people that you resonate with, who understand you. You know, like you want to be around people that fill your cup as much as you fill theirs. You know, like healing is definitely on the cards. The moon in reverse. So this is coming out of this. The moon in reverse is basically like sharing and bringing things that were hidden out into the open, and something definitely needs some attention, some healing. It's really, it feels like a difficult energy. It's a difficult energy, this one. It's really not giving anything away to me. It doesn't feel like it's flowing. Just chucking out loads of cards at one time. What was that just flipped over? We've got the star. We've got the star and the wheel of fortune in reverse. I feel like there's a sense for you that you're stuck. Like head in hands. The wheel of fortune in reverse is I feel like honestly that it's really difficult to read this. I honestly haven't had a reading like this. It's really difficult to read. Maybe this is the energy of where you are. Maybe you're in a place where like the star is here with the wheel of fortune. And the star is telling me like your North Star is is right there, but then the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is saying like stop. Maybe it's stop to find this North Star. Stop. Maybe this is all that needs to happen at the moment is finding what lights you up. I mean, I can so resonate with that kind of energy at the moment of like really trying to get to the bottom of what is actually going to make you happy. You know, like, what do you want to spend? Like, how do you want to spend the next part of your life? How do you want to spend this chapter of your life? That's what I'm getting from that reading. Feels really, really interesting. I wonder if I've got a book for that and see what it says about that Two of Swords. What is the word? Because it's really throwing me off, that Two of Swords. This is a really sticky reading. So, yeah. Okay. So the Two of Swords in the reverse is saying the waiting is over, stalemate ended, beware of a new situation, the seeker, or someone known to be the seeker may travel soon. Okay, so yes, thank you. It was throwing me off massively, that reading. I feel for some that there has been such a strong need for closing down. Like, the winter has been such a interesting time to close down and to really, they're giving me the word like self-regulate, embody, yeah, fulfillment, really understand what is the next part of the journey. Like, don't start on something unless you're sure. This next part of your existence, whatever it is I feel like is all about you. All about you and your fulfillment. I feel like you have been through a cycle of your life that maybe they're giving me the word disjointed. Not felt like maybe you were yourself. There could have been such stagnancy and almost, yeah, like completely disconnected. I feel for some it could be a relationship that ended, I feel like for someone it could have been a bereavement as well. Grief of some description, letting part of yourself go. This process that you've been through might have actually left you feeling so cut off from yourself. I'm just getting, just not feeling like self, not feeling I'm hearing dragged through the mud. There's a sense of like not feeling in control of your life, I feel. like a sort of being at the mercy of, you know, everything and everyone, blown around. I think this is the quietest reading that I have ever done. I'm going to go to angels, guides, and ancestors. Please give us a clear message. Angels, guides, and ancestors, please give us a clear message to jump off from, please. Angels, guides, and ancestors, please give us a clear message to jump off from, please. Angels, guides, and ancestors, please give us a clear place to jump off from. That's too many. Angels, guides, and ancestors, please give us a clear place to jump off from. I do apologise for this reading. Okay. So you're not going to be left out anymore. This isolation, this place where you've been, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's just a memory now. I feel like there was a lack of boundaries. Self-love. Nurturing yourself is all about the next stage. Is all about the next stage. That's it. Love, nurture. It's going to be a completely different life. A completely different setup. I feel like this alignment is going to be huge. This stage of feeling disempowered, being held down, is over. Any broken promises? And I feel like that's to yourself as well. I feel like there's a need for discipline. Yeah. There's you have had to let go of so much. So much. And it's because of it being a purification process. You couldn't go into the next part of your life without all this other stuff. Inspiration. That's come out sideways on top of this purification. So this is happening now. This is happening now, this purification process for you. And I feel like the inspiration will come from clearing out all the programming, all of the bullshit, all of the I just feel like you're going to be I feel like you've just clammed up so much because you feel like, God, I cannot go through anymore. Like, I'm just getting someone who is like feeling like it's been a lot. Like, it's been a lot. It's been enough. You know, it's been enough now. I'm getting that. New beginning. The Fool is here. New beginning. Wounded warrior. This is the energy that I was getting. Someone has been through an awful lot. An awful lot. Wow. And the Fool is here to say we're ready to start again. So this card has been spinning around. I've seen it in the upright and I've seen it reversed as well. The Five of Swords is like with it turning around so many times on the table, excuse me, it's like some things are going to leave and some things are going to come in. Like, this doesn't necessarily have to be people. Could be thoughts. This could be daydreams. Like, for me, the swords are very much spoken word, ideas, thoughts, communication, all that kind of thing. I mean, you see on the image that there are people walking away, and with it spinning round on the table so many times before I could grab it, I feel like it's in like a transition kind of stage. There's a lot of moving parts. There's things moving in, there's things moving out. The planets are literally getting into alignment. But there's a King of Cups in reverse, and I feel like there's been a cruelty. There's been a cruelty in your life that has been keeping you in a state of unrest, in a state of juggling, in a state of, I mean, you can see from the sea, up, down, up, down, up, down, like dysregulation. So whether this is actually a person or whether this is an energy inside yourself, I feel like maybe the King of Cups in reverse is someone who is cruel, who, is mean, sorry, just throwing cards everywhere, all over the floor, who is mean, who is emotionally immature, who, withholds his emotions, who can be reckless with people's hearts and things like that. I feel like you're moving away from this. This is you in your little boat moving away. So whether this has been like a past relationship or a way that you've been speaking to yourself, or I feel like that's a cycle that's been done, a cycle, a loop, a back and forth, an ebb and flow that has been coming in and out of your world. I feel like that's something that you're letting go now. I feel like they're giving me your desires. The word is desires. Maybe if you thought that you weren't good enough, or so 6 of Cups in the reverse. Like, I feel for some, there could be like, you're not looking backwards anymore. There's not like nostalgia for the past. It's you're very much welcome to new energy and new beginnings. I'm getting maybe something that kept you in the past or kept you attached, whether this was like a soul connection or I'm just getting that is very much done now. And I'm getting that that's to do with this sort of like emotional stillness that you've been in. So maybe something from the past kept you, almost like kept your heart closed almost. You didn't want to share your emotions with people, or I feel like you were just being a bit more free. Yeah. You're waking up. You're waking up to this new start. You're really letting the past go. I feel like this heartbreak, whatever it was, you've just woken up. There's a sense of waking up from this sleep that you've been in, this emotional, I'm just getting, that's the only word I can say it is, like emotional sleep. What was that? And your 2 of Cups is here. I love this. You're deserving of it, and you're knowing that you're deserving of it. You're understanding the give and take that's needed for, like a good partnership, a good relationship. And it doesn't have to necessarily be a romantic relationship. It could be, like a friendship. You're understanding on a much deeper level that it has to be two people giving and taking in this situation. It's not all you, like, let's sort these cards out because they're going everywhere. I'm not going to take that because the cards just exploded everywhere. Bear with me just a second. Now we're getting somewhere. Thank you, angels, guides, and ancestors, for delivering that message. Just help things move forward. We've got a lot of cards coming out. There's a bit too many, but I got the Ace of Wands that came out, and then we got the Emperor in reverse. So maybe you have felt like you haven't been in charge of your existence, like Page of Wands, but I feel like you're starting afresh, starting anew, starting in a child's mind. The Emperor in reverse could also mean that you have felt quite controlled. That's the Knight of Swords, but things are moving faster. I feel like you could have someone rushing in to tell you something as well, or this could be you rushing off to tell somebody something. You're rushing in to communicate or rushing out to communicate with this new curious mindset. Like, I'm getting you're wanting to try something new. You're ready to try something new. You're a little bit more open to new opportunities. I'm getting that something's coming towards you, a new opportunity, maybe something that you maybe thought wasn't a possibility before, wasn't an offer. God's definitely bringing this in for you. I'm really interested to see the jump, because we started off with the Three of Cups that came in, like a new opportunity to have like community, new friends, new celebrations, all that kind of stuff, like a new start. And then we went through a bit of a storyline of it going really quiet and really confusing and all this kind of stuff. And then now we're back at the Two of Cups and the Four of Cups. So it's almost like the universe, your guides, your life at the moment is sort of, I'm getting like pulling you back to start again, but it's like simplifying. It's simplifying life. That's what I'm getting in regards to relationships. Like, I feel for some that you may be looking at something or someone and just be like, this is not working for me. I'm not getting anything out of the relationship, so I need to move on. And it's not that you're being cut and shut. It's not that you're being cruel. It's just you're understanding who you are and what you need, and you're seeing relationships and life from a different perspective of, like that cruelness or that lack of emotional maturity. It's like you're leaving that behind so that you can accept something that is more fulfilling. It's just not going to be done the usual way. That's what I'm feeling. Judgment in the reverse. I'm going to read what it says on that card, because I don't think I've ever received a judgment card in the reverse, and that's really weird. Like it's symbolic, that really symbolic. And I'm going to read it from this point of view. Weakness. I can't even say that word. Pusillanimity. I'm going to look what that word means and write it. I'm going to write that word in the description, because I don't even know. I've never seen that word before. And I'm going to write it in. I'll write it in the description for you. Simplicity, deliberation, decision, and sentence. It's the simplicity. That's what's ringing out to me, the simplicity. That's really interesting. The simplicity of life, the simplicity of a relationship, the simplicity of how good things can be. It doesn't have to be, you know, elaborate, defending. With it falling out on top of this Emperor in reverse, I feel like maybe that's the sort of lack of control. The lack of control and the not going back to the past. It's like this want to defend things, and like almost like defending your honor. And we've got the Knight of Wands that's just come out, and I feel like you're going after the things that make you happy. It's become very simple for you in regards to what you are going to go after with passion and courage. And it's coming from your intuition. It's coming from a deeper knowing. It's coming from working with your angels, guides, and ancestors. It's working with the subconscious. It's what you are now passionate about, and what is moving you through this new alignment is from inside you. It's like I'm getting that it's putting down the programming, it's putting down what other people want for you. It's really engaging with that internal soul vision quest, like from my deepest parts of my soul. What do I need to do? What do I want to do? What is going to make me happy? What is going to, you know, light me up? Wow. This is definitely a big change in direction. Page of Swords. Okay, something that you weren't sort of like speaking out about is I almost feel like you've stopped talking about something, or stopped talking to. It's definitely something to do with this Two of Cups. Something where there hasn't been communication now is fast moving. There's a lot of fast moving energy and action. There's action energy that it has now been put in the place of no communication. So it's like going from not communicating about something to actually just acting on it. That's what I'm getting from that. Like, I'm not going to not talk about it. I'm not going to not think about it. I'm just going to fucking go and do it now. That's too many. Can I have less, please? This is a really interesting reading. 4444 on the clock when I looked up. This is protected. Wow, 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 wow. This was a really, really strange reading. I'm not going to lie. This was a really strange reading. We've got the Death card and we've got the Queen of Pentacles. The Death card for me in this kind of format is just screaming like, let it all go. Let it all go. Let it all fall away. Let it really end. Let it really end. Like the Queen of Pentacles here is like, build your home, like start from scratch, build a home, build a wonderful place inside you that feels stable and loving and beautiful. And I feel like this is you, whoever I'm talking to. Like, let all the bullshit, all the ways in which you've been hurt, all the just let it all go, let it all die. I mean, even if you've been like working towards something and it hasn't been working out, and you know, like you've really been trying to get a relationship to work or something like that, like this isn't, I feel like this is not about force. This isn't about force, this is about flow. I really hope that helps. And I'm just going to get you one of these cards just to close out. I didn't think that these readings were going to be so long, but it took such a long time to get into this reading. So we just get one of these cards just to close out. Can we just have a final message, please? Final message for this reading. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. The masculine and feminine. And then we've got the King of Air. Okay, so for me, this is, and we've got the knowledge card. The message that I'm getting is very much like, balance your inner and outer world, balance the masculine and feminine, balance the being and doing, balance the, you know, like balance the jobs that you don't want to do with balancing the jobs that you absolutely love to do. It's that constant balance of, you know, doing a little bit every day that makes you happy and well, and you know, that's all about you. And then it's also about, you know, making sure that your bills are paid and all that kind of stuff. It's like this, I just get from the card, this is like the sacral energy for me on this card. It's this beautiful creation energy, and you need the masculine and the feminine to create this beautiful, forward, gorgeous, lovely energy. It has to be both, yeah? Has to be both. And the King of Air in the reverse, I just feel like, you know, don't overthink it. Don't get in your head. Don't get stuck going round and round in circles. Like, we think that we know everything. We think that we know how things are going to work out. We think that, you know, the world is round, and, you know, we think. We think all the time, we think that we know, and we don't know everything. We don't know it all. We don't have all the answers. We don't understand every single minute detail of the way someone acts or anything. Like, we just don't know. So sometimes it's just best to just give it away. And I feel like there has been, like, this to me is, it's giving me the energy of being kind. I don't know why I'm getting that from this card, but being kind. Being kind how you go out in the world. Be kind. Like, all the things that you've been through, all the places that you've been, all the things, places and people that you've met, it's like, this is knowledge also. You know, like, all your experiences, all the things that you've done, like, everything has been leading you to this point, and it's like, that's all your knowledge. That's all your knowledge. That's just for you. Nobody else has had the life that you've had. Nobody has done things the way that you've done them. Like, I just get in, be proud of yourself. I have no idea where any of that's just come from, because I wouldn't normally get that through any of those cards. And I'm sure that's a message for someone, but be proud. Be really proud. And the things that you desire, and they're true, they're real. I really hope that helps. I'm going to have a little break, and then I'm going to come back and do the solar plexus. But thank you so much for being here. It's another long one. I don't know what happened about it getting started, but maybe that's just the energy that we're in at the moment. But thank you very much for being here. And as I said again, like, comment, thumbs up, subscribe, all that lovely stuff. And I'll see you real soon.